Welcome, everybody, to This Week in Wrestling. I am your host, Foulmouth Bobbit. We got a pretty good show tonight. What we playing for you. We've got Fast Bobs, and we got some news to talk about. We got predictions for this Sunday's Fast Lane. Uh, as you can hear in the background, we currently have JP and Miss Heather and Miss Wendy at Best Western somewhere in Wisconsin.
Yep.
How are
Yep.
y'all?
We're about 45 half hour 45 minutes west or east of La Crosse, Wisconsin. So in a town called Sparta.
Do they kick people into giant holes?
That's what I was just gonna ask. Damn it, Bobby, get out of my head.
What the fuck did you just say to me?
This is Sparta.
Oh, okay. Okay. Actually, that is their school's nickname, the Sparta Spartans. But anyway, go ahead.
God.
All right. As always, we got Mr. Trek. How you doing, Trek?
Good, man. How are you doing?
You almost called Trek.
All right. I didn't mean to assume your gender.
I didn't
As
mean
always, as always, we got the lovely Miss Gina J. How are you tonight?
I'm good, Bobbitt. How are you?
Good. Just dealing with a little bit of a back issue, but nothing I can't handle.
Quit being a pussy.
Shut up.
Wow, he finally got some testicles.
And last but not least, we have the awesome and lovely Miss Ronnie. How are you tonight?
I'm doing good, Bobbitt. Thanks. Good to be here.
Awesome. So did y'all want to start off with the Ronda, Charlotte, Becky shit?
Sure.
Alrighty.
Go ahead. Don't look at me. I'll tell you what I think in a little bit. Y'all can talk
I
about
thought
it.
you was going. Oh.
You're the one that's your show. Go ahead.
Usually you're. Never mind. Okay.
That's right, motherfucker.
If you didn't know, on YouTube, Ronda is pretty much saying that she does whatever the fuck she wants, and she doesn't care how scripted she is. She will go off script.
No, she said she was going to go off script. She ain't gonna follow no fucking script. That's exactly what she said.
She went off script on Monday already.
Yeah. I told everybody what Ronda was gonna do. Nobody believed me. I knew she would. She don't play. She's done playing.
But you know what?
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, it pisses me off, kind of, because if anybody else did this, they would be fired.
Well, true. And here's my thing. Why do you think they added Charlotte to this match? That's why. This is the reason why they added Charlotte to this match. Because this could be... She's going to ruin, even though the fourth dimension's already been broken, kayfabe's already been broken. Ronda... Misha Tate said it best. And let me pull it up because... there it is. Where did I put? Oh no, I didn't put it there. But I tried telling everybody that this was not a work anymore. This is a shoot. And I get where everybody's coming from, but I tried warning everybody that if there's one thing you don't do, and when I find this article, I will explain it. You don't talk about Ronda Rousey's family. And that probably, and the reason why she's doing what she's doing is because that was probably not supposed to happen.
From what I understand, Ronnie is actually super, super pissed. Like, this is not a work. She's super pissed because she said Becky took it too far and she got personal. And Vince just kept on letting it go and letting it go. And it kept getting worse and worse to the point where Ronda Rousey finally said, you know what? Fuck this. I own these bitches, you know, so... Which is understandable, but in the same sense, like I said, I kind of lost respect a little bit for her when she's doing this. Don't get me wrong, like the heel turn was awesome. But what she said on YouTube where she's like, fuck this and fuck this and fuck, like there's the F word every 5 seconds.
That's not
anybody else. No, anybody else in the company would have lost their job. And to me, the fact that she still has a job is kind of bullshit because that means that they're Brock Lesnaring her.
I agree. Not going to disagree with you.
So actually, it's not that they're Brock Lesnar and her, Gina. It's what she has said all along. She doesn't need the WWE. The WWE needs her.
That's true.
That's true.
All right, so Misha Tate, and y'all know who Misha Tate is, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Misha Tate knows Ronda Rousey, and this is, I'm quoting this right out of Ringside News, but this is an actual conversation, that somebody had with Misha Tate.
Mm-hmm.
Misha Tate knows Ronda very well. The two have met before in both Strikeforce and UFC. Tate has done this before, where she's talked about her family, and she knows that she knows Ronda's demeanor. She's not playing with Becky Lynch right now, and I said that at the beginning. Tate spoke to MMA Tonight about Rousey and said that the baddest woman on the planet is legitimately upset. Misha Tate has brought this side of Rousey out herself. Therefore, she understands how irritated Rousey really is. By dropping the F word on social media, Ronda also proved that she is not a company woman. She said, and I quote, "It got under her skin. I know about this. You don't talk about her family. You don't talk about this, even if it's just a joke. She does not have a sense of humor, and therefore, shit got fucking real. No, Ronda's pissed. Ronda's not joking. She's not playing games. She's not used to having to play by rules. She never had to before. Why is she going to now? She's already broken the rule with the F word, saying some things are fake. She's not a company woman. She never has been." There you go. This is the problem when you bring somebody in that, in my opinion, is a loose cannon. Ronda Rousey is a loose cannon.
I agree, and they should have known this from the end of her UFC career. I mean, she lost one match in UFC, and she had a complete fucking meltdown.
Yes.
You know, so right then and there, I mean, Ronda Rousey in herself is amazing. Like, she's awesome, but when somebody is that unstable that they can't handle a loss, then you should know better than to bring them into a company where they're going to have to not only work with other people, but they're going to have to take losses.
Yep.
Well, and the shoe's on the other foot too. I mean, Ronda knew coming into WWE that, I mean, they script it and they put on the promos, but the personal stuff, I mean, to me, that doesn't belong in any sport when you bring family in.
I agree. I mean, I would specifically state to Vince McMahon, if I was working for him, I would say no family shit. You bring my family into this, and the shit gets fucking real.
Right.
I'm not playing, especially if I was an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
Because that to me, my family is, and it is one of her most important things to her. In fact, it is the most important thing to her. So when you start talking about her fucking family, shit gets real. And I don't blame her.
I understand that, and I respect it, because, I mean, if somebody talks about my family, I'm going to go off the wall too. But the problem that leads to is now during WrestleMania, we have a Ronda Rousey who's a loose cannon, and she's going off script, and she's beating the living out of people.
Mm-hmm.
Intentionally trying to hurt them. Okay.
Yep.
That is going to get super messy, because if she is that angry to where she is intentionally trying to hurt people, Becky and Charlotte could end up really, really hurt after WrestleMania.
That's why I'm saying about it. Yep. Go ahead, Gina.
That's where Vince McMahon needs to step in, and somebody needs to put their fucking foot down and be like, "Listen, I know you don't care about this, but you can, if you go out there and you legitimately hurt somebody, you're going to have a lawsuit on your hands or something." You know what I mean? Because they are not supposed to, according to their contract, they are not supposed to be intentionally trying to hurt somebody.
Correct. I personally think that they should pull her from the match. I'm sorry. I know it's a lot of fucking money, but she don't care. That's who she is. It's who she is. And that is a sad thing.
she can also, just like if you remember with Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton, she kind of knows how to hurt somebody intentionally
Yep.
and make it look like it's part of what's going on. But I mean, I agree that if she's going out there with the intent to harm, then yeah, I mean, she should be looking at a lawsuit or should be looking at suspension, fines, just everything nailed to her at this point.
Right.
I don't know, with pulling her from the match, like you said, this is the money match. This is the one they're promoting. They even had it on the news tonight that, I mean, this is the main event
Okay.
with these three and everything.
So what you're telling me is you would risk injury to two of your best women superstars just to make money. If that's the case,
No, I'm not saying that.
okay.
I'm saying
So I'm
that.
telling you, Ronda Rousey does not fucking care. She,
Right.
you heard? Did you watch the YouTube video? She
Yeah.
don't care. You can do whatever. You can spin it any way you want. This shit just got fucking real. I'm not fucking playing anymore. If these two want to continue to talk stupid, I'm gonna fucking hurt them. And that's
Well, and
exactly, in a sense, what she was fucking saying.
And you can tell that it's not a storyline or anything like that anymore, because even on social media, there is no way in a PG era company that Vince McMahon would sign off on her letting as many F-bombs fly as she did.
And I
Like,
don't
this is her going off script.
I don't know if anybody has said anything. I know that Charlotte said something last night, and I said Charlotte better keep her mouth shut because they're just making things worse. Vince has got to step in and say, enough is enough. We're done with this bullshit. We're gonna go back to what the whole thing is. This is WWE's fault for throwing Charlotte in the middle of this match. This is where they should not have done it. To tell the story, to get them to WrestleMania, yes, but to actually include her, I kind of had a feeling that this was where it was gonna go. And this is why WWE needs to rethink how they do shit. For storyline, getting Charlotte in there just to get Becky even more over. This match Sunday should be, if Becky wins, it's 1-on-1. If Charlotte wins, she faces Becky. The problem is, or she faces Ronda Rousey. The problem is, if it's Charlotte versus Ronda, Charlotte's getting hurt bad.
You know, the problem, I agree there, but the problem is with the whole storyline is Becky Lynch literally won her way into she won at the Royal Rumble. So she was guaranteed that match to begin with, but then she loses it because she's, suspended or whatever.
But we can also go here, and I hate saying this, and people are like, well, no, she won the Royal Rumble. I get she won the Royal Rumble.
But she wasn't in the Royal Rumble.
But she wasn't
before.
supposed to be in the Royal Rumble to begin with.
Well,
She
yeah,
was,
but
I
yeah,
get
but
it.
you
I
could-
get it. I get
you
it.
could
She
say
was.
that about a lot of people.
You're
because,
right.
There's a lot of people that aren't, quote unquote, aren't supposed to be in the Royal Rumble, but yet they show up anyway.
True. I'm not sitting here saying. My thing is the way that they had Becky lose, she should not have been in the Royal Rumble at all.
Right.
She should not be the number one contender for a title. I'm
So
sorry.
regardless of which she is, she was. So
She
then they
was.
took it away from her. So if anything, this match this Sunday, instead of being if Becky wins, then it's she's in the match. It should be if Charlotte wins, then she's in the match, and if Charlotte loses, then she's out. Because right now, they're basically making their Royal Rumble winner. They're making it to where it's like, oh, it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, they've done this numerous times before too. I think we talked about this on Monday. What did we talk about it on Monday? Where we talked about, like, I can specifically remember that they either did it to Stone Cold Steve Austin or they did it to John Cena, where he won somebody won the Royal Rumble, but then they took it away from him and said the only way you're going to get in there is if you win the Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're trying to tell a story, And I'm going to say this: so the fans added the fuel to the fire.
Oh God, yeah.
Believe it or not, you Becky Lynch fans added fuel, and the Charlotte fans too, and the Ronda fans added fuel to the fire when you were sitting there talking shit. You think Ronda Rousey doesn't pay attention to that shit? That pisses her off even more.
Well, yeah. I mean, look at what happened. Part of her speech on Monday was, you booed me out of my home.
Mm-hmm.
That pissed her off beyond belief because, Ronda is the golden child, okay? She's always been the golden girl, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So when somebody comes along that is more popular than her and Ronda Rousey starts getting booed, I don't think that she fully knows how to process that because she's so used to everybody loving her.
Yep.
Look what happened when she lost. She
Exactly.
Had a meltdown. She was on suicide watch.
Exactly. She had a fucking meltdown, so like I think that she was one of those people growing up that she always had to win, and if she didn't win, she would just have a fucking meltdown.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously she's one of those people because as Ronnie just pointed out again, she lost and she had a meltdown, but she's not used to having to lose. And in the WWE, yeah, you can win a lot, but you also have to lose a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
So she doesn't know how to do it.
Yeah,
Plain and
and
simple.
I agree. And
if your thoughts are with pulling her from the match, then this match Sunday is pointless.
Right.
You're right.
So it's like if WWE is going to do something, they need to do something before Sunday.
They do.
Sorry?
But if you watch the WrestleMania 36 fucking, which I don't give a shit about until fucking after WrestleMania 35, which I don't know why they have to fucking do that. They can't let one WrestleMania end and then another one begin. Or, it's so stupid. But they said the two competitors that will be facing off at WrestleMania 36, Becky and Charlotte, for the Raw Women's title. So I don't know. I don't know if that guy slipped up or he just fucking read it wrong or what. I don't know. They may have pulled her from the match. We just don't know yet.
And personally, I think that if, for all we know, she could insert herself in the match this weekend at disqualification, which will lead to not only both Becky and Charlotte in the match, but it could also lead to her being not in the match anymore, like being stripped of the title.
Correct.
But
I said that yesterday. It's just like they've still got 30 some more days.
Right.
How are they going to continue this storyline through WrestleMania once this is decided?
Like we've been saying, if they are not able to contain her, then as much as I hate to say it, they need to pull her from the match because otherwise someone is going to legitimately get hurt because she ain't playing no more.
Nope.
You saw that
that's not a
Monday,
damn
too.
storyline.
You saw Monday when she had Becky in the corner. Those punches were not pulled.
Nope.
No.
She was physically, her stomach, I know the next day, Becky's stomach had to have been red and bruised.
Well,
and Becky,
the thing is when all these people are sitting there saying, well, she was smiling. I don't think she was smiling because it didn't hurt. I think she was smiling because
It hurt like hell.
like, oh fuck, she got me.
I don't think she's fucking around anymore.
Yeah, because it continued even after it went off the air, they said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that.
And these people saying that she was pissed enough, thank God she had enough fucking restraint not to break Becky Lynch's arm. Because when she went down to do the armbar, she could have fucking easily broke her fucking arm. She let the armbar go. Becky Lynch did not push her off. I'm telling you guys, I warned everybody about this. I said, you watch. Ronda Rousey's going to get pushed over the edge, and this is no longer become a fucking work. It is now a shoot. And if this is a work, this is one hell of a fucking work, but I don't think it is. Not with the way Ronda Rousey talked on YouTube.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
If this is a work, I'm sorry, Bobby, go ahead.
I'll say is, I watched that video. I could tell in Rhonda's tone and in her attitude, this is way beyond a fucking work. Way beyond.
Even when news reporters and the dirt rags like TMZ and stuff like that, when they're all reporting it, you don't see that with any other event or person unless it is becoming newsworthy. And it's just, you've got the like the Dan Patrick Show and stuff like that. These are radio and TV sports shows that are actually reporting on this, basically putting her front and center with her YouTube video.
Well, and a lot of the major news stations have been, picking it up, which I do have to say there that let's just say if this is part of storyline or, it's a shoot that Vince knows about, then whoever it is that thought about it is a fucking genius, because
it's everywhere.
The news, our stations are picking it up, which means it's everywhere, like Heather just said, which means that they are getting so many people like wanting to watch this match. It's genius, but yet in the same sense, in a business perspective, you can't let somebody else get away with that shit and then let somebody else get fired for it.
True.
It's just like when Mike Tyson showed up and Stone Cold Steve Austin punched him in the face.
This one's a little different, though. I mean, yes, Mike Tyson didn't know what was going on, but Vince and Stone Cold had an understanding that...
I'm talking about just the publicity part.
The publicity part.
Yeah, or the publicity with Floyd Mayweather when he came in and was fighting the Big Show.
Yep.
Yeah, but that again was a work. This is totally...
Oh, yeah, but I mean, just the publicity alone,
No, and I get it. So...
Well, and the other aspect of this, too, is you've now got the second UFC MMA fighter running roughshod over the company, and they're looking to bring more in, like Chris Cyborg. You got Shayna Baszler, and you got the other two. I mean, what's going to say that this is not going to continue?
Well,
you need to stop it now.
Here's the difference between Shayna Baszler and Ronda Rousey. Shayna Baszler's been in the wrestling business for
3 years, I want to say.
No, a lot longer than that. I think 5-6 years. I think she's been around for a while, so she gets it.
And Marina Shifter is dating somebody who's part of the wrestling business?
So they get it. Jessamine Duke is probably the other wild card you need to look out for, but she's fucking god-awful anyway.
If
so.
she's a
Yeah,
toothpick,
she's
she's
awful.
going to get snapped in half.
But somebody was just saying, and forgive me because I got distracted for a second, but somebody was just saying today that Shayna Baszler is the champion that WWE wanted Ronda Rousey to be.
Yep.
That tough badass that's calm and collected and just gives the chills down the spine kind of thing.
Yes.
The attitude.
Yes.
The attitude without having the attitude.
Exactly. And Ronda's biggest mistake is they brought her in as a face, but she kind of overplayed it. She loved being loved so much that she got used to being loved.
Mm-hmm.
And she got used to it so much so that when the tides turned, like they always do,
Mm-hmm.
and the fans started shifting on her, it was like a slap in her face.
Yep.
Right. It's like right after she lost those fights and the way the people through social media and the media outlets just ripped her to shreds. She couldn't deal with it.
Right. They turned on her. Like,
right. And this is
she
exactly
doesn't
the
deal
same
with
thing.
Yeah, she doesn't deal with rejection well at all.
All right. And I also think too is, I mean, since she got into this, I mean, it was always, she always had that that push, trying to be the best of this and the perfect model for this. And when you have someone that is pushed in that way, the stress, what they're expected, and they fail at it, they break down and they just can't cope with the failure when they've always been the success. And that's what she was for so many years in MMA.
Well, and I think that ultimately she has herself to blame for her family being brought into it, in my opinion, because she was the first one to bring up her family. She was the first one to say, I was doing this, and this when you were in school. My mom woke me up at Dawn to do. She was the first one to say that. So she brought her family into this. Now, granted, Becky took it a little too far with her family, but she
Right.
was still the first one to bring her family up.
I mean, another thing that is funny to me and what we're all forgetting is it's going to take more. Now imagine this. Who's her husband?
Oh, I can't remember.
Travis Brown.
There you go.
He's a former I think he's a former world heavyweight champion in UFC. Nobody's going to stop him from fucking beating the fuck out of people.
Nope.
Nope.
Not unless there's fucking 3-4 guys at one fucking time. I'm telling you, this could get really fucking ugly because
Yeah,
it's ultimately him that Ronda Rousey is talking about.
And honestly, it would take the only one that probably would be able to even get through to him would be Baron Corbin because he's a former Golden Glove.
Yeah, but anyway.
Well, you
neither
know,
here
I
nor
mean, it's too bad that Becky and her boyfriend broke up because she was dating a UFC guy too. So it would have been pretty cool to see the guys get brought in.
But it wasn't.
And have
wasn't
a 2-on-2.
she dating a middleweight?
Either way around. I mean, dude was UFC, so I don't give a fuck. I
You
don't
know,
care what
You
weight
know
he is.
who we need? You know who we need for this
Logan
feud?
Hagen.
No. Conor McGregor.
Fuck Conor McGregor. I
Fuck
want
Conor
Hagen.
McGregor.
For fuck's sake.
Conor McGregor can
okay.
suck a dick.
First of all, though, I
Eagles will-
really hope that the WWE brings Conor McGregor in, even if it's just for like a cameo or
And he gets
something,
his ass beat. That'd be
because he would be great in WWE. Well, aside from saying folk all the time.
Well,
Well,
I
Who
think
is this guy?
he's wild. He's a wild card too.
Yeah.
he's a wild card kind of guy too. But
But I mean, you got to also remember too when Alicia Fox went after her husband.
Yep.
The way that they covered that, I mean, that was all newsworthy, and with what happened there, I mean, you had the words between Rhonda and Alicia.
Well, and
that
Alicia
wasn't a
got
work. That was a
suspended
shoot.
for that. Well, and
Rhonda
Alicia
wanted
got
to-
suspended for that because
Yep.
she was drunk when she
Yeah,
went
she
after
was
her
drunk, but that's leading to her problems to today. But it's
That
just
girl, man, she's gonna lose her job.
Yeah, well, no, not my fault. I didn't do it to her.
Right?
Um,
Addiction's a bitch.
it is. It is.
We- Are we ready for the next topic?
Is everybody said with the Trek? What do you got to say? You haven't said anything usually, per usual. What do you got to
She-
say? man?
She should have been. I understand why she's upset, but she should have known if she's been arrested in her life that this could happen.
Okay.
I mean, if she.
Here's the thing, and I want to make this perfectly clear. Yes, Ronda Rousey. I can blame Ronda Rousey for not calming her tits, but you can also blame WWE for allowing it to happen. They
Yeah, but
let
in the
this
same-
fucking shit
but-
go.
But in the same sense, these are the that's their private Twitter accounts. So like most of this was happening on Twitter. So
Yes.
WWE, they don't have. I mean, yes, they can kind of gag them, so to speak, because of their contracts. But
If
other
they're-
than that, they really don't have anything that they can do on their personal Twitter accounts.
No, true, but if they're that's touch and go thing. You're probably right, but that's touch and go thing.
Yeah.
That'd be a legal fucking battle, believe it or not. But so go ahead, Trek. I just wanted to throw that out there.
No, I know what you're saying, but if she thought that was going to be possibly an issue, she should have said, no matter what you do, you don't bring my family into it. But I don't think she even thought about that coming up. But still,
Are
it's
you
just
sure?
like,
Because if you remember at the beginning when I said maybe, and I don't know what's in her contract, the reason she's upset is she said that you don't get. Now, Becky took it too far. So, Becky taking it too far, that's what set Ronda off. Yes, Becky or Ronda brought her family into it, but Becky took it to a whole nother level. Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yeah.
but have we ever thought that maybe Rhonda isn't quite as liked backstage as everybody thinks she is? So maybe Becky did this on purpose. I
It
mean,
could be.
it's. I'm not saying that it's true or anything, but I'm just saying it's just a thought.
No, you're possibly right.
Well, and it's not even the first time that this has been done, too. I mean, look at the altercation when Paige and Charlotte were back and forth, and they mentioned Reed. So it's not like WWE's never brought family into the mix of things. But
right.
with
No,
this,
but what I'm trying to, and I get what you're saying, but what I'm trying to say is, what if there was a stipulation in her contract that you, whoever I'm fighting with, cannot bring my family into this, period. Whether or not I say something about my mom or not. I don't know. We don't know the specifics, but I'm just throwing that what if out there, and that's why Ronda is where she's at right now. I get that WWE, and it's very distasteful what fucking Paige did.
yeah.
But you also have to remember that at that time, like if I remember correctly, that was right when like Paige was going through her fucking addiction problems and shit, wasn't it?
I think so. It could be. I don't remember.
If I remember, that was right before she left the company with Del Rio.
Right. Yep. So, other than that, Trek, you got anything else you want to add?
No, we all covered it. I mean, it's just it got too real for her.
Right.
She's a cunt. They're a cunt. They're all cunts. Moving on.
It's sad to see it go this way, but like I said, my final thoughts on it: if there is no way to redeem this, pull her. I hate to say it, pull her. It's not worth losing fucking 2 superstars because somebody can't control their fucking emotions.
Mm-hmm.
What's next, Bobbit?
We can talk about the unfortunate injury to current NXT champion Tommaso Ciampa if you want
Yes,
to.
let's talk about that because I've got some stuff on that actually.
Some first-hand accounts.
Some first-hand accounts actually.
Of that surgery in and of itself.
Of the kind of surgery that he's going to go through. So, it's unfortunate. He's going to be out 8 to 14 months, I think they said.
Yes.
What do they do with the title? Gina, you're more of an NXT. What do you think?
What do they do with the title right now? Well, obviously, Velveteen Dream and Adam Cole have been kind of going head-to-head with the North American Championship. Personally, I think that Adam Cole should be fighting for the NXT Championship.
Agreed.
But for some odd reason, they're putting Adam Cole in that middle card. So I think that just simply because I think that the Undisputed Era will end up with all the belts at one point in time. So I think Roderick Strong is actually going to be the one fighting for the NXT Championship. I don't agree with it. I think him and Adam Cole's spot should be reversed.
Well, do you? Okay, so here's my question. They didn't know when they were putting Adam Cole into the NXT North American title picture. Do you think that possibly they might be like, we might have to have a tournament?
You know what? That would be the smart thing to do because honestly, Adam Cole is like, if you have a guy right now at this stage that you want to be the face of NXT, it should be Adam Cole.
I agree.
But for some odd reason, they are limiting him to the mid card.
Yep.
I don't know if they don't want him to, so, like put all of his cherries in a basket at one time or what the deal is.
Mm-hmm.
That Roderick Strong has also been with NXT for a lot longer. So I can understand that aspect of why pushing Roderick Strong to the NXT Championship. But I personally don't. Roderick Strong is good, don't get me wrong, but I don't think that he's championship, like top championship level.
No, he was in a feud with Bobby Roode though. Mm-hmm. He kind of played the part very well.
Yeah, but right now I can see that championship. It's going to be probably Roderick Strong, Johnny Gargano, possibly Adam Cole, but like I said, I don't think so. Other than that, I really don't see any other contenders for the championship. I mean, I would love Buganagan to be in there, but he just got there.
He just got there. Let's not get too excited, damn it.
Well, actually,
okay, come on. I mean, let's. I'm sorry?
How about the scenario then? You have Adam Cole go up against Velveteen Dream for the North American title, but have him lose, and then have Adam Cole sit there and say, you know what? Fuck it. I don't need your title. I'm going after the bigger title. And then
I
have
would
Roderick
love
Strong take over Velveteen Dream.
I would love that, but I don't know if they're gonna do that because that would kind of be delegating Roderick Strong as beneath Adam Cole. I mean, I think that should be the way it is to begin with, but
Well, yes, because
I
Adam
don't
Cole's the
know.
bigger star.
Yeah, I mean, because with Velveteen Dream being the North American Championship right now, the only real contenders that I see in NXT right now are and Johnny Gargano wouldn't even really be one because Johnny Gargano he's going back and forth with Raw and SmackDown.
Well, he
Same,
doesn't, but just have him lose the first round.
well, same with Aleister Black and Ricochet. So that basically leaves Roderick Strong and Adam Cole. I mean, am I missing anybody?
Keith Lee.
Oh, Keith Lee, I forgot. Oh, Matt Riddle
Riddle.
would be a great one.
I mean, there's guys out there.
I think Matt Riddle would actually make an amazing NXT champion.
I think he's going after the North American title.
Bro.
It's just me.
We're gonna
Anybody
make some
else?
pancakes,
Anybody
bro.
else?
Well,
Anybody
even
else?
with everybody's looking at Pete Dunne dropping the title,
Ooh,
even
and he
putting
might,
him into that mix.
that would be good too. JP hates Pete Dunne.
I know JP doesn't like
Fucking
him.
can't stand
Did
it.
anybody see the fucking promo from Matt Riddle that I put into chat the other day with the pancakes?
Yeah, the pancakes. Maybe we
Oh
can
my
ask
God.
pancakes, bro.
That killed me.
So Jake DeMarco, y'all know who Jake is, and Jake gave
Yeah.
me permission. I asked him a question, doing a little bit of journalistic insight here. I asked him the question. Now he's having this is the type of surgery. If you don't know, this is the type of surgery that Tommaso Ciampa is having. Anterior cervical discectomy. So I don't know what that entails. I didn't get into that. But Jake DeMarco said that he had this done along with the brain decompression to treat his Chiari malformation, not malfunction. It's a brutal surgery to recover from, especially as an athlete. I truly wish him the best of luck. It was one of the many surgeries that he has had, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to. And he said that one of the physical therapy things was playing Guitar Hero. was one of the rehab things that he had to learn how to re-walk again. And he said he hope he recovers well and fast. So I asked Jake, I said, so even with that said, with all you had to go through, there is a chance he may never come back. I hope that is not the case, but I just wanted to get your thoughts. He said, my issues were different than Tommaso Ciampa's. Tommaso Ciampa is in better shape than Jake DeMarco. We all know the medical issues that Jake DeMarco has. And JD, you can go fuck yourself.
I agree.
My issues were both physical and neurological. I haven't heard of this causing any neural impairments for him. So that is a gigantic benefit to his recovery. My experience is it will come down to how well they are able to fuse his vertebrae together if there's nerve damage. And how much equipment, if any, such as screws, pins, and any other type of equipment needed was required. Paige had the same surgery.
Yeah.
As with Paige, her screws led to her retirement, essentially, as impact on that area left her nearly paralyzed.
Yeah, because basically what happened with Paige was, I don't know if it was a disc or if it was a screw, but something had actually penetrated the fluid that surrounds the spine, and it caused the fluid to literally run out. So basically when Sasha kicked her, like everybody was blaming Sasha for this, but it would have happened either way around. She could have hit her neck wrong on fucking a door, and it could have happened because there was no spinal fluid there to protect her spine. So when Sasha kicked her, it basically went directly into where the spinal fluid would normally be, which is why Paige wasn't able to move her arms or her legs for like 5-10 minutes after she got kicked because she was literally almost paralyzed.
Correct. So that came from Jake DeMarco. Thank you, Jake. I appreciate you giving me the insight to that. It is
Yeah.
unfortunate. We are going to miss Tommaso Ciampa. So there again, the story between Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa is put on hold again, which in turn, now NXT has to figure out what to do. And we'll see what they do. Now, I do know that they want. Did you watch NXT yet, Gina?
I have not yet.
Okay, well, too bad. Spoiler alert.
I'm taking my mic off for a second.
Let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Tommaso, and I already said this, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano won their first round match. That being said, I don't know if that ended this round of tapings or if there's more to come. We will find out.
Yeah, the
There's
13th
next
is
week.
the new set.
Yeah.
Okay, so this ended that round of tapings then.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll see what happens. So next week you're probably going to get what happened to Ciampa. So we're done, Gina. You're good.
Okay, I wish I would have known that was what you were gonna say because I already knew that.
Okay. Well, damn it.
But no, I personally think that they might bring somebody in to replace Ciampa, and I think it might be somebody like Pete Dunne or somebody like that.
Right, and they've done that before. And everybody's like, "Oh my God, what are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?" Come on, people, really? Slow your. What is your favorite saying, Gina? Calm your tits.
Calm your tits.
I mean, come on, guys. I mean, good Lord, they'll figure something out, and they did, and I'm sure that they will. So we'll see what they do. They could just, because of an injury, we've replaced him with, or they have them lose their next round because I think they take on whoever. I don't know who they take on, but go ahead. You can say it. I don't care.
Oh, I was just said I'm not sure.
Oh. So that being said, I mean, I don't really know too much. I just know about the injury, and I wanted to thank Jake. I asked him if I could use that, and he said you never have to ask. So I'm like, okay, but
You know what?
Ask.
Like I will say this. Any kind of a neck surgery, you're dealing with any kind of a neck surgery, and it depends on the person that you are, because like some people, I mean, okay, take my neck surgery for instance. My first one, it took me like 3 months to heal up from that one. Some people, it could be 6 months. Some people, they could be healed up within a month already. It all depends on how your body wants to heal and what kind of shape you're in. There's so many different factors that go into all of it. You know, no matter, not even neck surgery, just any surgery in general. So a lot of it's just all going to depend on his body and how his body takes to the surgery and takes to the new screws or the discs or plates or whatever they put in there.
Mm-hmm.
So neck surgery sucks, by the way. Like, all y'all out there better hope and pray that you never have to go through that shit, because it sucks ass.
I kind of have breaking news.
Okay.
We could get done with this topic first. It's not related to this topic at all.
I think I'm good with this one.
I unless somebody else has something to add. I mean, well, what does everybody else think? So Gina, you think they're going to have Roderick Strong as the?
I don't know if he's going to be the NXT champion, but I think that he's going to be in the contendership for it.
Well, I ultimately think that Undisputed Era is going to hold all the titles. I think they're going to have Adam Cole.
That would make more sense.
Yeah, that's my feeling on it too.
And I think War Raiders, they're going to get screwed over. They're going to lose somehow to
Kyle O'Reilly
and Bobby Fish. They're going to win the tag team titles. And I'm sorry, I like Roderick Strong, but I think he is a mid-card guy.
Oh, he 100% is a mid-card guy.
But he's really good at it. No, I mean, too bad. I don't know how old he is, but it's too bad he wasn't in WWE sooner, because he reminds me of. He could be that guy that wins that mid-card title and then skyrockets from there like Shawn Michaels did. So, yeah.
As well as Chris Jericho.
Trek, what about you?
I think it's gonna be Gargano. I think that's where they are headed with it anyway. I think they're just gonna have Gargano win the tournament or whatever happens instead.
Okay, so you're ultimately gonna have Gargano and see they're gonna have him floating on Raw. I don't know if they're gonna
But
do
they
that.
had Ciampa floating too.
Yeah, but that was for
Tag team.
3 weeks. Because what's Gargano gonna do? I mean, think about this. He's now a singles competitor essentially. DIY is put on hold, so they're I don't know. We'll see. Because if they're gonna make NXT part of the main roster, they can't have the champion floating around. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you could be right, but we'll see.
Well, and also with bringing them up like they did and putting them tag teaming against the Revival, I think that was to show what they both teams were doing in NXT too, and also with just giving the Revival the championships, and then of course them losing to the NXT stars didn't make it look any better. But I think that was mainly done with Gargano and Ciampa. And they were eventually going to split them apart anyway. I think that was the reason they put them as the tag team.
Yeah, they were gonna split up sooner or later. They're still telling that story, and it's getting put on hold now. So, but Bobbit, what about you? And then we'll move on to the last thing, and then we'll do our predictions. And then we can go into fast balls.
After this, we got 2 more things. Then we'll get into this. I think that, well, like you said, Undisputed Era is going to hold all the titles, and Adam Cole's going to be the new NXT champion.
Okay.
So moving on to this, we probably won't be talking about this for long because it's kind of breaking news, but it's not like nothing huge. Fox is reportedly asking WWE, they want a 2-man commentary booth. They want to move away from the 3-person team,
Thank fucking
and
God.
also they
Shit.
want edgier content.
They want
Okay.
edgier content. Thank
Yes.
God. Maybe they'll go back to PG-14.
TV-14? Well,
PG-14,
TV-14 and PG
TV-14
is really no different. TV-PG, you see, WWE misunderstands what TV-PG means. You can swear on TV-PG.
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
I've heard it. I've heard them say shit and ass and not cunt, because that you can't say that. But
What?
but so I mean, there's really no difference between I think for TV-14 you can do more blood. I think is what it is, and you can be a little bit more promiscuous, which I don't want
Yeah.
them to be more promiscuous because we don't have women in the WWE that do it besides Mandy Rose that do that anymore.
Oh God, we don't.
We
want
don't
puppies
need
back
it. We don't need it. But you can be a little more promiscuous. I think you can do more blood, and I think you can swear a lot more than you can Stone Cold Steve Austin it. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Basically, I think that would be great, not only because Fox wants it, but half of the fans want it. I mean, let's face it, this PG era it's limiting a lot of the things that they can do. You don't see. I don't think that it's limiting. Let me rephrase that. I think WWE is limiting a lot of their stuff themselves.
There you go. Yes.
Because of the shareholders and things like that. But maybe now with Fox saying we need edgier stuff, then maybe that'll be kind of the light that comes on in Vince McMahon's head, saying, okay, we need to focus more on like TV right now instead of our shareholders, because TV is where our profit comes from.
Right. Here's the hard part though. For some fucking reason, the board, and this is why I think Vince, if you've ever seen Vince, he has that look on his face like whenever he doesn't even want to come out and be out there anymore because he knows I can see through the guy. He is trying to figure out a way to get the board members to understand, and it's the board, and a lot like Triple H is on the board, so he's on board with it. But you also have board members that have never wrestled before and were not there when WCW was kicking their fucking ass. And the big issue is they right now don't have any competition.
Well, and I think like the biggest thing is, well, the competition is a huge thing too, but like Linda McMahon was the head of the board, and ever since she took that job as what is she, Secretary of Business or something like that?
Yeah, she's small business administrator.
Yeah. So ever since she took that job, she stepped down as the role of the head of the board. Linda McMahon, say what you want about her. Yes, she didn't want anything to do with wrestling, but she knew the company. And she knew the fans. So when she was the head of the board, you could tell that she knew what the fans were going to like and what they didn't. Now, I don't know who the head of the board is, but whoever it is obviously has no fucking idea.
It's Vince McMahon as the chairman of the board.
Well, then he has no idea what the fuck he's doing anymore, you know.
Well, that's
but
because...
in his defense, he tried to retire. He tried.
But he does, but he answers to, because the board can vote. It all has to go to a vote. So whether or not the board, like, they can vote on it, you know, whenever Triple H proposes something, he's probably proposing more edgier content. I know he is, because that's the kind of guy Triple H is. He shows it on NXT.
Yeah, and not just like, when I say when Linda was the head of the board, I'm agreeing with you, JP, where back then the other board members knew. Like, they knew what was going on in wrestling. Or, you know, having Linda McMahon, she's very persuasive, you know, so I don't know if she was able to persuade them into it or what. But now their board members have gone PG. But then again, everybody's gone fucking PG these days. Look at all these SJW assholes out there, you know, but
yeah,
it's a whole nother topic. But regardless of which, I like the idea of being edgier.
Me too, and I like the two-man booth thing. Get rid of the look. They tried Renee Young. I am not a fan of her.
But you know what though? If they do edgier content, JP, did you ever listen to Corey Graves and Renee Young when they were doing NXT commentary? Those two were great together with NXT commentary. So I think if they do a little bit edgier stuff and let Renee go a little bit more like they did in NXT, if you put her and Corey in the booth together, it would be great.
Well, I don't know if, they might have, I don't know if they're going to have her take over Michael Cole's job. They could.
No,
I could very well.
I think it'll be
Tom Phillips.
Tom Phillips, and then they'll move Vic Joseph from 205 Live to SmackDown simply because that airs right after SmackDown anyway.
Okay. Well, we'll see what they do. We'll see.
Well,
I don't know.
Well, with this deal with Fox for SmackDown, I honestly think that they're going to keep Tom Phillips right where he is.
Yes, they like Tom. Tom Phillips is a bad.
I think. Let me think. Like Tom Phillips and Corey Graves would be perfect for the two-man commentary.
Yeah, Byron Saxton would go piss up a rope.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's fucking annoying. My only issue I have with Renee Young is she does these she does more of that than fucking telling us what's going on.
But she never used to do that in NXT though. When she was on commentary, I mean, yeah, like if there was a really brutal move in the ring, you would hear her say that, but you would also hear Corey Graves say it too.
Right.
But so because that was just like their instant reaction. But her and Corey Graves bounced off of each other so fucking well in NXT.
Right. Ronnie, what about you? What do you think?
Well, Fox is one of the more edgier
It's
TV
it's a conservative TV station for all of you that don't know. It's not a liberal. It's not
Yeah.
NBC, ABC, or CBS.
I'll be right
Right,
back.
and I even remember when 24 started on there, and Kiefer Sutherland even said that the damn it for him was the fuck word.
Yeah.
And that's why he would always do the damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. And then they got the shootings and the killings and stuff like that. So with them going that route and the two on the commentary. Yeah, I mean that to me will alleviate a lot of the overlapping with one saying this, and you're still going to probably have Vince or somebody in their ear, but I don't think it's going to be as bad.
Okay. Trek.
I'd love to see it go back to TV 14, but there's those advertisers they want. I don't think they'll do it.
Say it again, Trek.
That's okay. I'd love to see them go back to TV 14, but they love those advertisers, and they've gone on record saying they can't get advertisers like they have with the TV 14. I think they'll stay with PG.
That's what you think. They can. They're just saying that because they want to keep it PG. I can tell you that right now.
And there are other sponsors out there too that will be willing to do that.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't have anything to add. I'm looking, if they're going to go edgier, that'll actually make the product a little better. But, yeah. Bobbit?
Okay. But yeah, I think this is going to be a fantastic thing. Yeah, for WWE. I think things will actually be more interesting. And moving on to the next topic. Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows reportedly did not sign the new contracts. So speculation is they're leaving as soon as their contracts end at the when did you say it is? September.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Don't get excited. I don't think they're going to AEW. I think they're going back to New Japan. Gina can probably attest to that. There is one more thing that I want to talk about real quick before now that New Japan just popped in my head, Gina. You forgot to remind me.
Yes, sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm in total agreement with Gina. She said it. She said it numerous times. I don't think Gallows and Anderson are going to AEW. They're going to New Japan, where they're going to link back up with the Bullet Club.
There have been numerous interactions going on for the past several months between Tama Tonga and Carl Anderson on Twitter. And a lot of it has been subtly pointing towards Carl Anderson going back and rejoining the Bullet Club and possibly becoming their new leader.
Which ultimately, and right now in New Japan, the leader of the Bullet Club is Jay White.
Right.
So that's going to be a storyline. I can see it already.
Well, and that would be an amazing storyline too, because Jay White versus Carl Anderson, it would be basically like the original Bullet Club member fighting for his rightful place as the new leader.
Correct.
Let's face it, anybody out there who has watched a New Japan match with Carl Anderson, it is a completely different Carl Anderson than you get in WWE.
I watched Wrestle Kingdom 10. It was really good.
Oh, dude, the guy is ridiculously good in New Japan. When they actually let him go, he is ridiculously good. So a match between him and Jay White would be amazing.
Yeah, I agree. Anybody else want to add? And I know a lot of you don't have anything to add because you don't watch New Japan. I get it. But yeah, if you aren't watching it, you should. That's all I can say. And
you want to move on to the final topic before we get to the predictions?
Yes, and that is, and Gina, I'm going to let you introduce it.
What is it?
You son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Jushin Thunder Liger.
Oh, yes. Jushin Thunder Liger actually announced yesterday morning, I believe it was, that he will be retiring almost 1 year from now at next Wrestle Kingdom, which would be next beginning of January. So I know that Tanahashi has said that he wants, he actually asked a reporter to ask Jushin Thunder Liger, because Jushin Thunder Liger was on a news station over there. And somehow Tanahashi got a hold of this reporter and asked him to ask Jushin Thunder Liger right off the bat if he could face him in a match. And Tanahashi, I don't know if any of you guys out there know, but he is kind of injured right now.
Mhm.
So he's still wrestling, but he's kind of wrestling through the injury. And basically, Jushin said, "You heal up and get yourself all healed up 100%, and then you got your match." So before he retires, we will see Tanahashi versus Jushin Thunder Liger.
And for all of you that don't know, Tanahashi is the John Cena of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and JP, I don't know if you've been paying attention to New Japan recently,
No, man.
but Kota Ibushi was actually forced to apologize to Tanahashi because, okay, you know how Tanahashi wanted Kota Ibushi to join him,
Okay.
leave the Bullet Club and join him, right?
Mhm.
For all those years, and Tanahashi not Tanahashi, Kota Ibushi, he basically like slapped Tanahashi in the face and said, "No, I'm Bullet Club, blah blah blah," because of Kenny Omega.
Mhm.
Well, now that Kenny Omega is gone, in order to join forces with Tanahashi and quote unquote take his rightful spot in New Japan,
Mhm.
Kota Ibushi had to apologize
Mhm.
to Tanahashi. And you can kind of see the resentment in Kota Ibushi's face when there's pictures of it on the internet. You can see the resentment. There's no smiles or anything like there was with him and Kenny. But anyways, it happened, and now Ibushi is basically taking his rightful spot in New Japan. So he's going to be, I believe, as soon as Tanahashi retires, Kota Ibushi's going to be the new face of New Japan.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I always thought he was until I found out who Tanahashi was. That Tanahashi was the face of New Japan, you know, or I actually thought that Kazuchika Okada was, but come to find out he wasn't. But
Well, and I think that I actually thought that Tanahashi was going to retire after Wrestle Kingdom because that was a brutal match with Jay White.
you mean Kenny Omega?
Or yeah, I'm sorry, Kenny Omega. Yes. Actually, I'm not thinking Wrestle Kingdom. I'm thinking that their very last big pay-per-view they had.
The New Beginning.
I believe so. Yes, because he had a brutal match. I wanted to say it was with Jay White, but I may be wrong. But anyways, this is just absolutely brutal, and that's actually the match that caused him to be injured. I can't remember if it was a concussion or if it was actually his knee. I think it was his knee. I think Jay White messed up his knee.
Yeah. I think if I remember right, I watched that match. Yeah, his knee was limping pretty noticeable.
Yeah, I mean he's still wrestling through it, but apparently there is a legitimate knee issue there.
Yep.
But yeah, I thought that he was going to retire after that, but I guess not.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Dude needs to retire, in my opinion, because
he's 42.
I mean,
he's 41.
I mean, don't get me wrong. With Tanahashi in there, you can kind of see that arrogant tone to him, where everything runs through him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in order for New Japan to move forward, they almost need to retire him.
Right. Nope, I agree. I love Tanahashi, but yeah, I think it's time for him to step aside and let somebody else take the reins for a little bit. I agree. Other than that, I have nothing else. Jushin Thunder Liger, I remember watching him in WCW. That's how I found out about him. The dude's like 50 some fucking years old, can still fucking wrestle.
But he is ridiculous still. I mean, that dude, like, not only can he do technical wrestling, he high flying, all that stuff at, like, what is he, like 53, 56, something like that?
He's something like, he's not young. I can tell you that.
No.
Much.
Well, he's been in the wrestling business for over 20 years now.
Right.
So, regardless.
Right. Yep, that's pretty much all I have. Just give me 1 second. Bobbit, anything else?
Are we ready for predictions?
Yes. Just give me a second.
All right. Predictions and then fast bobs.
Yeah. Oopsie. There we go.
Tonight's going to be important because we got Mania implications tonight. Yeah,
What?
we got Mania implications tonight.
Yes.
32, 33. Oh,
Oy.
this episode. Just give me a second.
You good, buddy? I'll just sit here and be sexy.
Nope, that's fine.
Bobbit is killing me with these adorable curls that he has in his hair.
Oh, good lord.
What can I say? My genetics is pretty good, apparently.
Can't believe I've been talking to you all this time and I never noticed you had naturally curly hair.
All right, there's one more person that's going to join us, and then it's just Paige. Don't get excited. It's not Bear or any basement or anything.
Aww.
I was just waiting on her. But yeah, there anything else real quick before Paige gets here?
I was just checking Twitter just now to see if I could find anything. I ain't found shit, bro.
I ain't found shit, bro.
That's gotta be some sort of a, language.
So, yeah, real quick, if you missed it, we talked about the Rhonda thing. If you haven't been here, I think most of us are in the agreement this is not a work anymore, it's a shoot.
Yeah.
So,
There was that new match added to Fastlane.
and which match would that be?
It's Rey Mysterio versus Andrade Cien Almas.
On the kickoff show.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. On the kick.
It's-
Well, that I heard there's a different kickoff match now.
Yeah, there is, but I'll reveal that when we get to our predictions.
Yeah. mm,
Is the
there-
speculation still out there with Dean, whether he's resigning for the year to continue the Shield
There's
storyline?
been nothing that I've seen.
Okay, I haven't
The
seen.
only thing that I see is Roman Reigns commented on the Usos and Dean possibly leaving.
Yeah. I don't. Well, the Usos, I think that we'll see about the Usos because they are the tag team champions, but we'll see about them.
Yeah, but I could definitely see them leaving and kind of taking a step back just because of how much trouble that they have been. Not both of them, but which one is it? Is it
Jimmy.
Jimmy? Yeah, but just because of how much trouble Jimmy has gotten into within the past couple of years. WWE may very well offer him some sort of a what do you call it? Like a recovery, not recovery. Oh my God, when you're addicted to shit, what do they put you in?
Rehab.
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 Thank you. Just was for some odd reason that word was not coming to my mind.
Right. All right. Well, fuck it. I'm trying to get a hold of her. She just
But
said.
yeah,
All right. Well, once she gets here, we'll ask her.
but yeah, there were significant rumors that the Usos were supposedly, possibly
Oh,
leaving.
there she is. What's up, Paige?
Hi. Hi,
How's it
Paige.
going?
Hi,
How
Paige.
did you get your new bow?
Hey, Paige.
Oh, actually, really good.
Oh, good. Good. All right. So, are we ready? We're doing the predictions. Are we ready?
Yep.
Okay. Bobbit, go ahead.
Alrighty. First match, Rey Mysterio versus Andrade.
Don't care.
Oh God, I do. This is gonna these guys put on an amazing match.
15th time it's been on in less than a month.
It's the
I don't
third
care.
time.
I don't know. It's not. They've wrestled like 6 times
And
in a month.
you know what? It just occurred to me that we forgot to bring up Jim Ross leaving WWE. But anyways,
Well, he was leaving. He was only going to sign for a year anyway. I do want to talk about it just real quick. I love Jim Ross. I always have. I always will. He in New Japan is kind of. I don't know, man. He just he's lost his. He doesn't have
Well,
that oomph anymore. To him.
I think that he lost a lot of that after he lost his wife.
Yeah.
But he's not only is he leaving WWE, but he has reportedly signed with AEW.
Well, I knew that a while ago.
Yeah, so.
But I again, I love JR. I always have. I don't know how much he'll add. If they're gonna have him on the broadcast team, I would much rather have it be
Especially if it's with that one dude.
Somebody new, but not well known, but knows what they're doing. They're out there. There's people out there.
But that other, I can't remember his name off the top of my head right now, but the other guy that they have for the announcer, the commentary table, he reminds me a lot of like a young Jerry Lawler, so it could work.
Josh Barnett.
I think so. Was he
Josh Barnett?
There was the Conrad, and then the other guy.
No, that's not Josh Barnett. I can't think of his name.
I can't think of his name, but I know that rumor had it he was on commentary. So you put him and Jim Ross together, it might be something. But I kind of agree with you, JP, where I think that this is something where they need to bring in somebody fresh.
Yeah, but with Jim Ross, he can book for you because he's very good at that.
Yes,
he's a very good booker. Essentially, kind of helping Billy Gunn produce.
Yes.
But that's I wanted to I forgot about that. I wanted to touch on that. I love Jim Ross. I always have, always will. I think he's the second best commentator ever. Behind Gorilla Monsoon. I don't think he has it anymore, and that's sad to say I think it's because of his wife. He just doesn't have that. You know what I mean?
Well,
you know what I'm talking about.
He went into a really deep depression after he lost his wife. So
yeah.
But,
okay, Bobbitt, go ahead. Oh, Andrade Cien Almas, Rey Mysterio.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yes.
I'm going Almas.
It's Rey Mysterio. I don't care.
I'm gonna go Almas as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Almas.
He hasn't beaten Rey Mysterio. He hasn't beaten Rey Mysterio yet, has he?
I don't believe so, which is why I think that this time he will.
Yeah, we say that all the time. Like, oh, he's gonna get his win this time, and then he don't. I honestly don't think that the main Kevin Dunn, Vince McMahon really give a shit about Andrade Cien Almas.
Which is a fucking shame in my book, if you ask me, because the dude really is. He's talented.
I'm not gonna say he's not, but I just don't see it. That's just me though. Need to speak English a little bit.
Okay, so JP went Mysterio.
Yep.
Writing these down.
Heather. Mysterio. Heather's going Mysterio too.
Okay.
I think Andrade should win, but I, for some reason, just think WWE don't like Andrade because he can't talk. That's the only reason. He can't.
He's dating Charlotte Flair now. He'll get the push.
Here you go with that shit again. That's not why.
Track?
I'll go with Ray.
Okay.
Paige.
Andrade, because he's gonna make a sucky move.
He's gonna make a sucky move? I have no idea.
Bad, like just gonna cheat.
Oh, he's gonna cheat.
He's gonna cheat.
That's
okay.
That's. I can see that happening.
And
Vega's gonna probably get involved.
Oh God, yeah.
Can I watch a wrestling match?
Sure.
Oh my God, how cute is that?
That was Jace. That was JC.
So cute. Bobbitt?
I'm going Almas.
You're all wrong.
I think we got everybody on that
kidding.
one.
Normal JP right there.
You're all wrong. You're wrong.
You're all
All
wrong.
right, so we're ready for the next one.
Yep.
All right. The New Day versus Shinsuke and Rusev.
So the New Day, it's got to be Big E and Xavier, right?
Yep,
Yes,
it's
ma'am.
Big E and Xavier. Well, it might be Kofi, but I don't think so.
No,
I-
Kofi has a match.
According to
No, he doesn't.
Wikipedia, it's
Kofi's
Big
not
E
fighting.
and Xavier.
I'm going
Wait,
with New.
I thought that Kofi was fighting Brian this weekend.
They pulled them out and replaced it with Owens.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
I'm going with the New Day. They're gonna bury Rusev.
I actually agree.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah,
Heather?
put me
Because
down
even
for New Day.
Rusev has said this may be the last you see of me. So
Trek?
We'll go with New Day.
Okay. Paige?
Shinsuke and Rusev.
Okay. And Heather?
New Day.
So
Oh.
everyone but Paige. All right.
No, that's fine. I bet you.
You're
Paige,
welcome.
Alright,
I bet you Paige is 2-0 by the time this shit. is
next
over.
match.
Go ahead.
The Usos versus Miz and Shane for the tag titles.
Good.
Go. Sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead, Paige.
Usos.
I agree. But it's gonna
Yeah.
it's gonna be one of those finishes. I'm probably stealing Ronnie's thunder here. This is gonna lead to Shane and Miz at WrestleMania.
yeah, and I'm sticking with the Usos.
I actually agree with you guys as well.
Yeah, same here.
Good talk, Trek.
Oh, Usos. I didn't hear it 'cause by Skype.
You're just say it, Heather.
Usos.
Heather?
Usos.
Okay. Right. So everybody goes with the Usos. All right.
Alright. Next match they have listed, we know this ain't gonna be like the fourth match on the card. Daniel Bryan versus Kevin Owens.
I don't know. It might be.
It just might be.
Jesus, come back to me. I'm gonna go around. Somebody else can go first. This one's tough for me because there's so many ways they could go.
I'm going with Bryan because I think they're setting up for Kofi and Bryan at WrestleMania, and
Yeah, same here.
I think they're just going to keep it on Bryan.
Okay.
I'm
Bobbitt?
going Kevin Owens because I think at WrestleMania it's gonna be Zayn versus Owens.
Heather.
I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens in the hopes that they give us a fresh match of Kofi versus Kevin Owens at WrestleMania.
That would be great. Okay. Paige?
Kevin.
Going with KO, huh?
Okay. My pen
Who you
just
want me to go with? Daniel?
Sure, if you want to. No, that's fine. I don't even know who I'm going with. That's
I
fine.
am actually going to go with Daniel Bryan just because I have heard rumors that they want to not only keep the belt on Bryan now, but I've heard rumors that he is walking out of Mania with the belt.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Because I even thought too, with them bringing Ali back, that they were going to push Ali into that WrestleMania match and make it a triple threat.
Why do we have to have fucking triple threat fucking matches all the fucking time? Can't we have a fucking one-on-one match? We already got one. It's gonna be a fucking main event. We don't need that shit. I'm not
Well, we
yelling
might
at
not
you,
have
Ronnie.
that.
I'm not yelling at you, Ronnie. It's just fucking ridiculous that they're even fucking
Rumors of it.
They
Oh,
already
yeah,
have a
I
triple threat
understand that.
match.
We've got to have everybody on the card.
I'm pulling for fucking Kevin Owens because I fucking hate Daniel Bryan right now.
Okay.
But I'm gonna go with Daniel Bryan because you're all probably right. They're probably gonna have Kofi versus Daniel Bryan. And Kofi better fucking win the title because if they don't have him win it, then they've missed the fucking boat again.
There'll be a full-on riot in the crowd.
Oh shit, right?
Alright. Next match, the Boston Hug Connection versus Nia and Tamina.
Nobody really cares, I'm sure. I'm going with if they take the titles off of Sasha and Bailey, it's stupid. It makes no sense. I'm going with Sasha and Bailey.
I
Yeah,
actually
same.
am.
I'm
sorry?
going Nia and Tamina.
Trek, you said Sasha and Bailey?
I'm gonna go with Sasha Bailey.
Okay, I actually am going to go Sasha and Bailey just because I actually think that Nia and Tamina might end up breaking up because past couple times they've been arguing like crazy with each other.
Really, I haven't noticed. I didn't watch. I didn't catch that.
Well, then, you didn't catch the one where Nia, I can't remember if it's this Monday or last Monday, but Nia went to do a leg drop and she missed completely. And Tamina like was rolling her eyes and going, "What the hell?" on the outside of the ring. But okay, Bobbit.
I'm going the Balsam Hug Connection.
Paige.
Niall and Tamina because I know they're gonna cheat.
She's coming
And
and she's.
Heather.
I mean, she's makes sense. They don't need to
Okay.
cheat, but
I
okay.
was gonna say.
Okay,
Heather.
Heather.
It's gonna be Sasha and Bailey. They're not taking the titles off them just yet.
Yeah, it wouldn't.
They're gonna wait till Mania.
They let them hold the titles for 2 weeks. That don't make sense. They might lose them at Mania, but that's if Kairi Sane and Io Shirai debut. But I doubt that's happening.
Speaking of Kairi Sane, I just want to say right now that if they don't have her entering on a pirate ship in Tampa Bay next year, then they blew the fucking. They blew
How
it.
are they going to have her
I
enter on a
agree.
pirate ship? Because they have a pirate ship in the end zone at Raymond James Stadium. That thing don't move. It's stationary. It's not going anywhere.
Yeah, but they built a float for the New Day this last WrestleMania for
That's 'cause it was
Mardi Gras.
It was in New Orleans, so they had to go with the Mardi Gras theme.
We'll
Right,
see.
and then
We'll
this
see.
one's gonna be in Tampa Bay.
I don't.
They got to go with the Tampa Bay Pirates.
I don't want to see that.
I
Speaking
do.
of
Baby girl.
That's just too
speaking
obvious.
of beautiful Asian women, the next match, Gina, you don't even need to ask about this one. Asuka and Mandy Rose.
Oh God, I don't think I need to ask 90% of us about this one.
Yeah.
If they go off their booking logic, they're having Mandy Rose beat Asuka Sunday.
I actually agree.
I
Jake.
fucking hope it don't happen. But the shock of the night, Mandy Rose beats Asuka for the title.
I agree. I just think that Mandy Rose has been getting far more TV time as of late, and she's getting a bigger push. And I think that they're gonna
pull
blow
the
the
trigger.
fucking. They're gonna blow it, and they're gonna put it on Mandy Rose.
And then they've ruined Asuka forever.
Yep. Ronnie?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Mandy Rose because I mean I know that's one of the ones that they were going to push, and to me, I felt that Mandy Rose and Sonya should have gone against Sasha and Bailey during this one, but with her being pushed into this match, I think it's going to be Mandy.
I hope I'm wrong.
Yep. Same here.
I mean, I'll be happy if it's wrong. Trust me. But I just got this funny feeling that's what they're going to do.
Okay, check.
I'm going to Asuka. The only way Mandy can win is with a DQ or something like that, and then Asuka just beats her ass anyway.
I hope you're right, man. They are pushing her really fucking hard, though.
Mm.
And with the way that fucking SmackDown, that segment ended, didn't look good for Asuka.
Okay, Paige?
Can you say the match again? I wasn't
Asuka
hearing
versus Mandy Rose.
that. Oof.
Did she just say MILF? What did?
I don't know.
Oof.
Just pick a Asuka or Mandy Rose.
Asuka.
Okay.
Heather?
I'm going Mandy Rose.
I hate to say that because I never wanted
Yeah.
to say Mandy Rose with the champion. She's just Carmella. Is all she
Like
is.
we're all cringing while we're you envisioning
you
where
just
their
took the,
storylines
you
are
took
going.
the wind out of my sails with this fucking match. I was hoping to God that this match wasn't going to be made, but whatever.
Correction, she's Carmella Jr.
She's better than Well, Carmella's gotten better. I will give her
Carmella's
that.
gotten a lot better.
She's more Eva Marie.
Mandy
Oh, God.
Rose is getting better, but she
Yeah.
doesn't deserve to be in the position that she's in right now. That's all I'm going to say about that. Sorry, Bobbit.
Next one?
He's butter.
I'm expecting it in sooner or later. So, we got 3 more matches left.
Okay.
Next match is The Shield versus Baron Corbin, Drew McIntyre, and Bobby Lashley.
Why the fuck are we seeing this again on a pay-per-view when we see it on Raw?
Why?
Ugh.
What do you think's going to happen?
Who,
No,
me?
I'm asking you about it. What do you think's going to happen? What is he?
Motherfucker.
Oh,
What's
jeez.
going to happen is the Shield's going to come down. They're going to whoop some ass. And Roman's going to go, ooh, and he's going to do this. And he's going to do
Ooh,
a spear and a Superman punch. And they're going to win, motherfucker. I got the Shield, bro.
Roman's gonna go ooh ah.
Wow, okay. Next.
I'm going Shield because I mean, if this is going to be Dean's last, this is the last Shield that we'll see on a pay-per-view.
Even if this isn't Dean's last, I think this is gonna be the Shield. There is no way that they're gonna bring Roman back and have him lose.
Nope. I agree.
In fact, he's gonna be the one doing the pin.
I think
Yep.
I think Dean Ambrose will do the pin. I think Roman Reigns will do the finisher, but he'll tag in Dean and Dean will finish it off. I see that happening. If Dean, now let me finish. I just want to say this, and then I'll let Heather say what she's gonna say. If Dean gets the pin, then you know he's not coming back. Go ahead.
I see that fucking Roman Reigns comes in as the very last person into the match.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on the apron the entire night.
Yeah.
He's gonna do 2 moves and do the pin.
Well, he's gonna do a
Yep.
Superman punch, and then he's gonna do a spear, and then he's gonna. But I
He's
see
gonna
him
do
tagging.
ooh ah.
He's gonna do his. Oh, I'm sorry. That's his third move. And then he's gonna tag in Dean Ambrose. If Dean Ambrose is leaving, he's gonna be one that gets the pin.
Guys, I have a question quick before we get everybody else's. Dean Ambrose, was his contract up before or right after WrestleMania?
I don't.
Right after.
Right after.
Right after, okay, because I do not think this is going to be the last that we see Dean Ambrose, even if he is leaving, because rumor has it that Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns are going to be in Seth Rollins' corner against Brock Lesnar.
I agree with you.
So I'm sorry, but we still have Paige.
I'm going,
Okay.
Just
Um,
go
just
ahead.
a little thing about the Shield before I even say who I want to win.
Okay.
Okay,
Wrong.
I'm mad that the Shield reunited, but I'm not bothered by it.
Okay.
How can you be mad about it? If you're not bothered by it.
But if it's Dean's last time ever gonna be in the Shield again, it's probably gonna be the Shield.
She's okay. Ow! Fuck! I just pinched my finger.
And Trek.
Ha!
First off, are you okay, JP? What happened?
Shut the fuck up! Just fucking pick the match. Jesus Christ.
I would have said there were originally rumors that there was going to be Ambrose versus Reigns at WrestleMania. However, now with that possible of them being in Seth's corner, I think it's going to be the Shield.
I'm going with the Shield. I'm going with Heather, but I think Dean's gonna get the pin. Because that'll be the last match that they have with the Shield.
Everybody's with the Shield. All right.
And
Oh.
you can't fucking have Roman Reigns lose his first match back. It just don't make any sense.
Right.
No. And not only that, but I think that I don't think that Dean's leaving.
I hope
I
you're
really
wrong.
don't.
I hope you're wrong because I do not want to see the Shield hanging out.
Hold on.
Don't want
The only way that I want to see them stay together, if Dean stays, is if they bring them back to the original Shield.
Well, then they can't
Bring them
have the
back heels.
Then they can't have the main title anymore.
Sure they can.
No, because they didn't when they were.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I'm just talking about like their personas in general. Like the original Shield was a take no bullshit type of
agree.
faction, and they need to bring them back to that. If Dean is staying, that is what they need to go back to.
I doubt they'll do that. I mean, I agree with you, but I don't see it.
Well, they won't because Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns are two of the biggest faces of the company right now.
Right, and I have heard rumors that WrestleMania 36 is going to be Roman Reigns versus fucking Seth Rollins.
That I would be down for.
I would too, but who would be the heel? Hopefully Roman Reigns.
Yes.
But
I doubt it. It's going to be Seth Rollins.
I don't know. We'll see.
Ooh, maybe they could work it out to where Roman is the one that turns this time, because we've had a Seth turn, we've had a Dean turn, even though it was done very quickly. Now we need a Roman turn.
I agree.
Bring out the thoroughbred.
And then reunite them again, and then fucking have all three of them
Shoot
turn.
us all.
It's just it's a revolving fucking door with these three. But yeah. I think Dean's going to get the pin. If Dean gets the pin, he is not going to stay in the company.
Mm-hmm.
I'm predicting that.
Rabbit?
He already said.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, because we got everybody, I think.
Yeah, you did. He went and fucking DJ Skinny Penis on us.
Alrighty, next match on the card, Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch.
We've kind of talked about this ad litem. Ronnie, go first. You can go first. Go ahead.
Yeah, for me, if they're going to continue this storyline, I mean, Becky's coming out on top, but if they're going to continue this storyline for the next 3 weeks, I don't think there's going to be a winner. I think they're going to drag it on for 3 more weeks.
Well, they can't. Then Becky Lynch won't get in the match.
Well, that's where it's for me. There's going to be like a no contest, and they're going to continue with Flair and Lynch to say.
Well, no.
I mean, for 3 more weeks, they've got to continue this storyline. So how are they going to add her back in if she loses?
I agree with you. Here's the logic gap, though, with that. If Becky Becky has to win. That is the stipulation. If she does not win, she is not included. Whether or not it's a disqualification, a no contest, Becky has to win. That's a stipulation.
Okay, so Ronnie, you're saying Becky Lynch wins due to disqualification or something?
Well,
No,
I mean,
go ahead.
with that, say Ronda comes in, and it ends up being a disqualification, or they just throw it out altogether because Ronda could come in and start fighting on both of them.
You know what I would do right now with all the shit that happened this week? I wouldn't let fucking Ronda in the goddamn building.
Me personally, I think that Becky is going to win via disqualification, but I think it is going to be because Ronda Rousey comes down to the ring, and Ronda's going to immediately start beating Becky's ass, which is going to be a disqualification on Charlotte Flair's behalf.
That could be.
Because think about it, Ronda wants Becky at WrestleMania. So what is stopping her from coming down and causing a disqualification so that Becky automatically wins?
I think she should, and then I think after that she should beat the shit out of Charlotte, and to diffuse the situation at hand, like we talked about at the top of the show, hurt Charlotte, so that way she can't be in the match, and make it back to a one-on-one, and then it might diffuse the fucking crap that's been going on.
Yeah, go ahead and put me down for Becky then.
Okay.
Because, I mean, she's got to win it.
Yeah, she has. That was a stipulation. She had to win, or she is not included in the match.
In Stephanie's words, she is done.
Yes.
Okay.
I think I already said. I think. Do you feel better? Jesus, I'm going with Becky Lynch, and I hope that the situation gets diffused. I'm still concerned about it. I personally, if I was running the show with what crap that happened, I would keep her away. I would keep her away from the damn ring. I'd keep her out of the fucking building. That's me. Because she ain't playing, people. That's all I have. I'm going with Becky, though.
Okay. Trek?
Yeah, I'm going with Becky. Unless they really want to pull a swerve and just have Ronda come in and kick the shit out of both of them, I think it's Becky.
Okay. Paige?
I hope and pray to God that Charlotte, because Becky is Roman Reigns 2.0.
I don't see that at all, but okay.
They gotta remember, she's 14.
Who am I missing? Bobbit?
I'm going with nobody.
You can't. Okay, so then Becky, it's gonna be Charlotte versus Ronda at WrestleMania.
Hold on.
You
The reason
can't
I'm
do
saying
that.
is, how many times have they said if you lose, you're not going to WrestleMania? How many times have they said that in the past, and yet they somehow still end up at the match at WrestleMania?
To diffuse the situation, Becky had better win this fucking match.
Okay,
That's all
so
I'm saying.
What the fuck do I write down then, Bobbit? Like nobody.
You again, and I say this. Yes, they've said that, but this is different. If
But
Becky
somebody has to-
does not win, she will not go to WrestleMania.
Well, and not only that, but somebody has to win. Like it can't just be nobody. Like if it's
So no
disqualification.
I think it's no disqualification.
But no, but even if there was a disqualification,
Yeah,
one of them would be declared the winner.
it's true.
So, Bobbit? Help me out here, buddy.
I'm going to say Flair by disqualification.
Well, then Becky's not going to WrestleMania. Just throwing that
I
out there.
think she'll still be in the match.
All right, so Bobbit's gone
You need to
Flair.
quit smoking dope. That's all I'm telling you.
Heather?
Okay, man.
Becky Lynch?
Becky Lynch.
Because of the plain and simple fact that we've now gotten Theodore Long on creative and we have to have a triple threat for every fucking pay-per-view.
Right?
And Jeff Jarrett, too.
Well, Jeff Jarrett probably would rather have it be a one-on-one. I will give him credit for that, but fuck Jeff Jarrett. That's all I'm going to say.
Right. All right, I think I got everybody for that one.
Yep. And Bobbit, is there one more match?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
The Revival versus Aleister Black and Ricochet versus Chad Gable and Bobby Roode for the Raw tag titles.
So it became a triple threat fucking tag team match.
Yep.
I'm okay with this though.
I'm not.
But you also have Ricochet and Aleister Black in the Dusty Road Classic, so it's like, yeah, we know what's going to happen there.
Yeah, they aren't winning the titles. I think Revival's going to retain.
Yeah, because even Gable and Rude are starting to show their faction splitting up, and I think they're going to turn Bobby Roode heel. So I'm sticking with the
Well, they're
Revival.
both acting heel.
They've got to win at least one as a tag team champions.
I agree.
Paige?
What match?
It's the Revival versus Ricochet and Aleister Black versus Bobby Roode and Chad Gable for the tag team titles.
Ricochet and Aleister Black.
Okay.
Guaranteed. I'm done.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are.
Your mouth.
Well, yes.
Goodness me.
Don't test me.
Okay, Paige.
Gina, I am going Revival retaining.
Trek?
Same here. They just got the belts. It's too early to pull them off them.
Heather?
It's gonna be the revival.
Okay. Now I am actually gonna go out in the woodworks. I would love Ricochet and Black to win. However, with them being in the Dusty Rhodes Classic, I think that says itself. They're not winning the title. I am actually gonna go with Bobby Roode and Chad Gable because I see them both turning heel and being the heel tag team champions.
Okay.
Not that I want to see it, but I'm just saying.
Right.
Hey, if it turns Bobby Roode heel again, I'm all for it.
Yeah, I think it's a little too late for them to turn him heel, though. They should have done it. They should have kept him heel. He's a heel. He's a heel. I just don't know why in the fuck they didn't. Because his music is over, he's a babyface. I don't know. Whoever fucking thought that was a good idea is fucking. I would love to smoke their dope. Just
Well, at least fucking keep him like not mid card, but like that middle ground. You know,
Right.
where like kind of like Becky, where she's a face, but yet she has heel tendencies.
Mm-hmm.
Don't turn him full on babyface to where he's like, "I love you all,
Yeah.
fucking Barney."
Fucking smile on his face all the fucking time and shit.
Well, he did that even as a heel.
Yeah, well, but he had that heelish smile though. That was
It
the
was that.
As
It
thing.
was
I
that
was saying, he
arrogance.
exuded
Yes.
arrogance.
Yes, and I like that, but they fucking ruined him. Not, I don't think he was world championship material, but yeah, they ruined him. They had so many opportunities with him. Him and EC3 could have had a great feud because they could. He was another one of those guys. He wore the fucking fancy suits. He was the Ric Flair of the modern day era, if you get what I'm saying. And EC3 is the top 1%. And if you know what the top 1% is, that's rich people. And that would have been a great. They would have made a great tag team.
So that must be why he was standing like a golden statue in the background of Raw this past
It
week?
might have been. I have no idea what the fuck they were doing. I don't think he was supposed to be in that
It's
fucking
like-
shot.
He was a perfect- Honestly, I think it was one of those things where like he found himself in the shot and he wasn't supposed to be.
Right.
So he kind of
just went with
froze
it.
in spot, which made him look like a fucking golden statue back there.
Spraying. He had a fucking spray gun, so he's spraying water on himself.
It was so fucking great though.
Yes,
Like,
it
I loved
was.
it. Oh god.
But is that it, Bobbit?
Yep.
All right. So Gina's got them all written down, right?
Yes, sir.
No. Appreciate you writing them down. Didn't ask you to. Thank you for taking the initiative to do that.
I always do that because then we can keep track and be like, oh, this person won or I suck or whatever.
So with that being said, who's ready for Fast Bobs? Not me, because I'm gonna be fucking buried like I usually fucking am on this fucking goddamn fucking wrestling promotion. Every fucking week, it's the same goddamn fucking thing. I'm just kidding. You ready, Bobby?
Oh, I'm ready.
I'm sure you
I'm
are.
ready to see you get buried.
Shut up. So
You all see the TV?
yeah. Okay. So move it to the right.
Fuck, my kid is making some weird ass
Keep going.
noises when
Keep
he's
going.
playing
Keep
this
going.
game.
Keep going. A little bit more. There you go.
There you go.
Fantastic.
All right, the first match is JP versus Dan Rex for the TV title.
TV title.
I'll be right back,
I gotta
guys.
fight this shitbird. Jesus.
Yep.
Hey,
Also-
Marvin 1, Suzuki Gun number 1.
JP, if you win the belt, you'll be in any match you want to in Mania.
I want
Go
you-
against Santa.
I'm gonna go against fucking Bobbin. That's who I want to go against. I want to beat his fucking ass. Got a problem with that, Bob?
No, I figured you won't want to be in the title picture, but okay.
I haven't. I was just kidding. We'll see what happens.
Oi,
What's the title again?
the
TV title.
TV title.
Actually, Dan, you can fucking have it. I don't care about the fucking TV title.
Not many people do.
Television Championship. Well, look at JP there. Wait. He's got the character has to turn around, and we need Basement here. Basement needs to judge his butt.
Yes.
Don't say
JP
that.
has my
It's not my fault that the dude has a fixation on your tush.
I
Oh,
don't know either.
I don't know, but it's funny as hell. So
I know, right? Hey, Bob.
Yes.
What the hell is that?
Yeah. Where is this? What is this? Is Rumble Bob's?
Yeah, he said he had to use it.
I know. I reused this arena for fastballs.
Look at this fucking weirdo running out. What the fuck is that?
Just wait a little bit longer there, baby girl.
What is this entrance?
I don't know.
Oh, baby girl.
Hey.
Trying to push it on my phone.
Jeez. Hey,
That's what you're competing for.
the Degeneration X title
Well, got Oscar all over it too.
that has what?
Oscar all over it as well.
Fucking Christ. Yeah, I want to carry around a title that has Oscar all over it.
That's your fault if you win it.
Are you done?
No, she's not.
Good Lord. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow.
well, she only takes after her father.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
I do not make that noise.
No, but you want to use
Shut
Well,
up.
when you're in her defense, JP, sometimes when you're grumbling, it sounds like mar 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 mar.
Ah,
I have to.
All right. Keep in mind, this match, the winner moves on to whatever match they want. Loser is in the Trexter Memorial Battle Royal.
Uh-oh.
well, right now, ladies and gentlemen, JP is being
The
buried.
Trexter Memorial Battle Royal. What the fuck is that?
I didn't know Drexter died.
Ow. That hurt.
Shrek's career died years ago.
Oh my lord.
Oh my god, kid. No, it's not you.
What's so sad is you'll have a higher rank.
Just calm down.
It sounds like you're clapping.
I'm patting Wendy's back.
She needs
I
Auntie.
know.
She needs Auntie Gina. Don't worry, Wendy. Less than a month and I'll be there. Little over a month, whatever. Then I'm gonna spoil the shit out of your kid so I can leave on Sunday and she'll be spoiled as all hell.
That's fine.
As long don't you keep her quiet? I don't give two shits.
Yes, no shit.
Yeah, you say that now until I leave on Sunday, and you'll be calling me, going, "Come back, she's crying."
If you want to make good money, you'd be a live-in nanny.
Wait, who's paying for this?
I was just gonna say, hey, I'm down with this.
Who's gonna pay me to babysit the child?
Well-
You can't even change a poopy diaper without freaking out.
Right?
I mean, let's face it here. You know, we come over there, even if we do want to go out, I'm perfectly fine with the baby coming with us because I'll be like holding the baby all the time.
Yeah.
I'll be like, no, you don't have to get a babysitter. It's okay. We can bring her with us.
And
Oh,
I already got 2 jobs already, so.
There you go.
oh, the JP Stunner.
You really named a stunner after Stone Cold. Wow.
Oh, JP almost won the match.
So, I think DJ Skinny Pin has come out for just a second there.
But no, I'm gonna be working at McDonald's this summer, and then I'm gonna be working at Bow Shoots.
That's good.
There you go.
I do registrations, and then I clean up the Bow Shoots.
Good.
Yet I don't get paid.
Poor Dan Rex's head.
There you go, Paige. You're what, 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had my first job at like 13, 14. So it's
Same
right
here.
on. I was a housekeeper.
It's my dad's friends. They made a club called Ghost Ridge.
There you go.
Do what? They made a what?
They made a bow shoot.
They made a bow club called Ghost Ridge.
Oh.
So I get to do like registrations, like I make them sign the bylaws and all that.
Okay. No, that's fine. You don't have to explain to me what you do. This,
Well, you were asking.
no, that's fine.
I worked at a motel with my
Come
mother.
on, JP.
Well, no, my mom's complaining because she's like, why can't you just work at Benefort instead of going to your dad's for the whole summer? I'm like, I just want to go to my dad's for the whole summer. Is that a problem? I mean, I won't work on the weekends because that's the days that I have to work at the bow shoots.
Right now, all I see is like Dan Rex hopping like a freaking monkey outside the
Holy
ring.
shit. What a match.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on,
Me
Bobbit,
neither.
because you're not saying anything.
No shit.
Haha, you got buried.
I didn't get
Bobbit,
buried.
Oh, here comes the comeback from Dan Rex. Oh,
What happened?
Bobbit, you've got to tell us what's going on. I can't tell what's going on.
Dan Rex looks like a big red blob to me on the
He
screen.
does to me too.
and I think that's the signature from Dan Rex.
Yeah.
Uh, 2 count. Phew. Come on, JP.
I don't know why you're cheering me on. You put me in these stupid fucking matches all the time.
Oh my goodness.
That's the finish from Dan Rex.
Of course it is.
Dan Rex wins the title.
Of course. Bobbit, I quit your fucking promotion. I have not won a match of significance in a long fucking time. Essentially, I get buried every fucking time in this fucking promotion.
Okay.
You won a
I'm
consolation
going to
prize?
AEW, motherfucker.
But you're going to the Trexter Memorial Battle Royal.
I don't want to fuck. I quit.
Did Chuck die? Like, what happened here?
I don't want to fucking be in no fucking memorial.
Okay. What is Dan talking about in the chat? I've been talking a lot of drugs, so that's what I look like. Okay.
Well,
Taking.
You need to not
I know he said
take
meant
drugs.
taking, but he spelled talking. So
You need to not take drugs.
Drugs are bad. Okay.
Shut the
Take the
fuck up,
drugs.
Trek.
take the drugs and I look like this.
Talking about someone who smoked for a long time, JP.
I quit like 3 years ago.
Uh,
And
I
that's
smoke too.
cigarettes, not drugs.
I'm not going to.
Who's the chick in the red, Bobbit?
That was Lacey Evans.
No.
Secondhand smoked because of grandma.
Does she hold on? Does Lacey Evans walk down to the ring and do nothing? And
I
then
just
like,
gonna
Gonna
say
go right back up.
All right, next up we got
That's
Heather
annoying.
versus Gina. Winner chooses the match that they want.
oh my.
Oh Lord.
Here we go with this shit.
Other way around. We'll settle it with popcorn at the end. Popcorn that doesn't have a hole in the bottom of it.
Okay, exactly.
BRB.
Do I have a Stone Cold shirt on? Oh, no, is that Heather? Which one am I? I'm so confused right
You're
I'm the one with the purple hair.
Yeah, Heather's the one with the purple hair.
now. Okay, legitimately right now I can't tell hair. Which one has a black shirt?
That's you.
That's you, Gina.
Oh, okay. I figured, but I was just like, I can't tell. I'm not actually taking drugs, you dimwit. Okay, Dan.
Don't fool me.
Good
Who are
to
you
know.
calling a dimwit? I didn't say anything to you. You dumb shit.
Lita.
I expect this is going to be a good match because because Heather and Gina's just about the same when it comes to overall. There's literally a 1 point difference.
So in Brian's thing, I won the tournament or whatever, like a month ago, and I asked him, I'm like, am I ever gonna get my title shot, or like, am I just sitting on this? And he's like, it's at Mania. It's at Mania. I'm like, why'd you have the fucking tournament so early then?
Yeah.
I'm like, legitimately, I have to wait like 3 months for my title shot.
The fuck kind of pants is she wearing?
I
Oh,
have,
James.
are those Mickey James pants?
Yep.
Oh God. Oh God, Bobbit, what did you do to me?
I try to make you sexy.
I appreciate it. I look like I'm in the 90s, and I kind of like it. I got Jenko pants on. Okay, don't judge.
Oh, she has Finn Balor's music.
I have Finn Balor's music in like every promotion that I'm in.
And then the fucking pants, fucking.
Ruin
Finn
it.
Balor's music with Mickey James's pants, but I'm digging it. I like it.
What's funny is JP's got Mike Kanellis' theme song.
Yeah, I know.
Heather does too.
It's the greatest love.
Mike Kanellis or Maria Kanellis?
Cardinal started it.
You're catching on.
Yeah, Cardinal started it. Blame Cardinal.
Yep.
Cardinal, I blame you.
You know that he did one of those for me like a long time ago with a certain somebody?
Yep.
Long time ago. I look, when I stand up, I look like I like shit my pants.
You're trying not to shit your pants.
Exactly. Or like I put my back out and I can't fully stand up all the way. That's more likely than anything. I put my back out. Oh, I love watching these little characters when they're wrestling though, because sometimes like they're so weird. Hey, come on now, that's my hair.
Gina, you can deal with it.
I can't though.
It's hair. It grows back.
She's
Jesus
trying to
Christ,
she's
Paige.
trying to snatch me bald right now. What the hell is happening?
Buddy, are you guys
Ooh.
coming Friday? No, not
Nice
Friday.
move,
Saturday.
Gina.
Sorry.
What
What?
about it?
Are you guys coming down on Saturday?
Actually, no, because I will be working all weekend. I'm up in
Lacrosse.
Lacrosse all weekend, honey.
Oh, okay.
So
I
I
was
won't.
just asking.
You won't see me till next time you guys come down.
Okay.
Sorry,
No, it's fine.
Grandma was supposed to tell you that.
She's at leave.
Oh, that happens. She's probably fucking drinking.
Gina just tried to do a coup de grace without going to the top rope.
I'm just like take karate chop from the feet. Oh. Did you guys see that one on the internet yet? Coup de grace to the nuts.
Ah.
Oh, that does not sound pleasant.
The what?
Somebody. It wasn't Finn Balor, but somebody did a coup de grace to like this dude's nuts, right on like landed right on his nuts.
Really?
Yeah, it was bad. The guy was like 5 different shades of purple in the ring, and I was laughing my ass off.
Brock Lesnar?
No, not Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar's gonna have a stroke one of these days.
Oh, that random spear out of nowhere.
I'll give you a random.
Kick out,
spear.
bitch. There you go. Wait, why am I saying kick out? That was you that was pinned down. What the fuck? I'm a team player.
Fucking kids need to fucking stop running up and down. I'm about ready to go off the fucking hallway. Hey! You cunts, quit running around.
That's one thing that I like about the place that I live, because like I live in a duplex, so
Yeah.
like or not really. What do you call it? Is it a duplex where it's like you have each apartment is like separate, but they have 2 levels?
Right.
Like my downstairs and then my bedrooms are upstairs, but you really can't hear kids. There's no kids running through the hallway or anything like that, because like we don't have hallways here. It's like we have the front door and the backyard door, and they open up to the yard.
Right.
Oh, Heather almost won that. Holy shit.
My endurance is strong. I got that
Did you
endurance.
just say your ignorance is strong?
My endurance.
Oh. I'm about.
I got that R-Truth syndrome. It's all about endurance.
Holy shit.
It looks like I'm crappie flopping in the middle of the ring.
What do you rub for?
This one rubbing her face into the side of mine.
Oh my god.
What, you want to stand up for a little bit? You want to stand up?
She do tummy time today?
No, she did not.
God damn it, I can't fucking do this.
What?
Oh,
It's the
arm
coup de grace from Gina.
Oh my god.
right to the boobies.
Oh, kick out.
Bless you. Bless you. Got another one in there? No? Okay. Hold on, baby girl. So I'm sure you need a diaper change right now. Yeah, I'm sure you need a diaper change right now. Because I'm sure you peed your pants.
Well, what match do you want, Gina?
Hey, did I win?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's 2 promotions you beat me and you cunt.
Whoa, hey! We're all friends here. Bobbit, I'm gonna fucking beat your ass when I see you. By the way.
Don't you take that attitude of tone with me. No.
Hey,
No, I was talking to Bobbit.
enjoy.
Um,
JP, enjoy your Trexter Memorial Battle Royal.
Hey, Bobbit, I already told you, I quit.
well, considering that there's really no other title opportunities, I guess I'm going for that women's championship.
Alrighty, it's now a triple threat.
I was going to say
Holla,
a triple threat.
holla, holla.
I hope you're ready, Ronnie.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, Ronnie. See, this is bullshit because I would have totally chose to fight JP or something, but it won't let me do intergender matches.
Are you?
Bless you. Bless you.
What? Are you talking shit, Gina?
I am, just a little.
You better quit.
See,
Or what?
even on here, you get the triple threat.
It's fucking WWE Gaming. Of course there's triple threats on there.
This was a feud off of Twitter.
What? Who's this fucking
was,
jackass wrestling?
Yeah, it was a feud on Twitter.
I would love to hear JP on commentary during a wrestling match. Who the fuck is this jackass?
Oh my god. Who's this? Who is it? Oh. Brian, I hope you fucking beat the shit out of this jackass. This guy's...
And the stipulation for this match, if Captain Fanta wins, he'll be in the main event.
Of course
if
he
not,
will.
If not, he will be in the Trexter Memorial Battle Royal.
Fucking Captain Fanta is the Roman Reigns of this fucking promotion. He fucking
You
gets...
just now figured this out?
No. I've said that numerous times.
You even get to sleep in this outfit and need to change it already. Yeah.
Hang in there.
Oy vey.
What's the matter?
Nothing. God, Brian glows so
Something's
much.
going on because Gina went, oy vey.
Oy vey.
Let's get this nasty thing off of you. This is exactly why Mommy had extra clothes for you. Yeah.
Pills?
Clothes.
I agree, Wendy.
This is drenched.
For some reason, this kid somehow gets wetter than if she was in a fucking pool.
So it's her spitting up and drooling.
Oh, I thought you were talking about like diaper leaks or something because I was going to ask what diapers you guys use.
She had a sleeper on here for maybe an hour. I had to change it because the entire thing is soaked from the neck to the belly button. Yeah. Yeah. We'll put this on you. I want you to do a little tummy. How about that? Huh? Do a little tummy thing? You want to do a little tummy thing, baby?
So Aaron says, I don't know where the hell I'm going in HWF, but I hope I get some kind of shot at something here in BCW.
First, you gotta get through the Captain Fanta.
Good Lord, child.
Okay, why is Brian's nipple so big? What? I have questions.
Oh, Bullshit.
Work with me. Work with me.
Goddamn fucking Captain fucking Fanta. What a fucking dude.
Could have been worse. It could have been that squiggly McSquiggle.
Swiggity McSwoot.
Squiggly.
That fucking dipshit.
So I was playing wrestling with Austin and Isabella last weekend over at my mom's house,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going through and I'm looking for like Chungus, and I'm like, "Where's Chungus?" And Austin's like, "I didn't download him," and I'm like, "What the hell? How do you not have Chungus?"
I'm surprised Bobbit doesn't have Chungus on here.
I'm
Hey,
confused
Dory's in the chat.
playing for the Trickster
She
Memorial
was.
Battle Royal.
Dory's in our chat.
Well, if Dory wants to jump on, she can.
Yeah, if she wants to. It's up to her.
Yes, Dory just came to the chat.
Oh, chubby baby.
Motherfucker.
Dory, you want on Skype? Is the baby?
Come on, motherfucker. Yes.
And the reason why for that,
Like, I loved him in the newest Jumanji.
Come on. You don't need to pick your head up. Oh. There you go.
Yeah. Poor fucking kid.
She's trying to lift her head up by lifting her ass up.
It's like she's trying to do the fucking worm.
Come here, actually. See?
Oh.
You know, I really hope that Captain Fanta wins this.
You know what? I really hope that Captain Fanta fucking breaks both of his fucking legs. That's what I hope. Fuck
I just,
Captain.
I just because Bobbit just said that, I'm going for Brian just because you said that.
Fuck Captain Fanta.
Yeah, I love you,
Fuck
Bobbit, but
To be the champion, damn it.
Captain Fanta can go fucking
Fanta,
burrito.
Fanta.
Captain Fanta can straight fuck off.
That's nice.
Why
Hey,
do I
Bubba.
have to be nice? I don't believe in being nice. I'm just kidding.
Here you go.
Dory says she's grabbing some food quick.
Alright.
Keep in mind, we've got one more match left after this.
Got one more match left, huh? Thank God.
Yep.
What match is that?
One more match.
And it's the
Oh, thank you, Debbie.
Captain Banana versus Y Society.
And
Apparently, everybody wants it.
Who's Captain?
Banana.
Who's Captain fucking Banana?
Captain Banana is Ryan. It's Ryan.
That's Captain Banana.
Yes.
You haven't seen his promos in the Drama Free?
I
Yes.
have not.
They've
I
been
don't.
everywhere. Like, it's always something about a banana. I'm like, is this code?
Is this code?
How you doing there, kid?
Doodaloo, doodaloo.
Oh my goodness. If this person tags me in one more thing, I swear
And who's
Stop.
that?
I'm not at liberty to say at the moment.
Okay. Sorry.
Let's just say it's somebody that tags me in like 35 things all at one time.
I believe you.
Oh, I think I know who it is.
Yeah.
A certain youngin.
Nice
Oh,
person.
that fucking shitbird?
Oh, no. It's a female shipper.
Oh.
Very nice person. Just tags a lot. Ah. Oh my goodness me. Crap, eyelash. I am so not looking forward to this winter storm that we're getting tomorrow.
Yeah,
Ugh.
well, are we ever looking forward to any
Yeah,
winter
I know, but
storm?
oh God, we've gotten so much snow because like every single snowstorm in the month of February. First of all, we got numerous ones every week, like at least one, if not two or three a week in the entire month of February, and every single one of them,
Mhm.
the the lowest amount of snow that we would get would be 4 inches, but otherwise it was always like 6 to 9 inches of snow multiple times a week. So we have so much snow left over from that. And now they're talking another 8 to 12 tomorrow. I'm like, oh my God, just kill me now.
Just shoot me in the face.
Yeah, it's supposed to start early tomorrow morning, and it's supposed to be anywhere between 1 to 3 per hour all the way up until tomorrow night.
It's crazy. We're supposed to get
Captain
snow.
Fanta's in the main event of WrestleMania.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
God.
Of
He
course.
did it. He pulled off the odds.
It's rigged.
Fucking.
I say it's rigged when I just won one before.
See what I mean by Roman Reigns fucking. He's a Roman Reigns of this.
Yeah.
That's why I want on his fucking promotion. I've lost to Captain fucking
Underpants?
Sprite in this fucking thing.
Wait, there's a Captain Sprite.
Like
Yeah.
There's a Captain Sprite, a Captain Dr. Pepper,
Is there a
Captain
Captain
Coke, Captain Pepsi, Captain Mountain Dew.
Basically make him look like Al Pacino?
Who? Captain Cappuccino?
Bobbit, I have a question. Bobbit.
Bobbit,
Bobbit,
will you-
Captain Coke, does he look like what?
No, Bobbit's not. Bobbit, answer her.
Does one question. Does Captain Coke look like Al Pacino? Yes or no?
Yes, kind of.
Okay, because he better. Because if he doesn't look like Scarface, then he's not the true Captain Coke.
Uh-oh,
Well,
somebody's...
our main event's gonna be a triple threat between the Himmel God, Captain Mountain Dew, and Captain Fanta.
And JP's going to go against Captain Crunch.
No, JP's gonna be in the Trexter Memorial Battle Royal.
I already told...
I'm still trying to figure out why there's a memorial. Is he dead?
Dude, why is Trexter got a fucking memorial? What the fuck is this all about? When did...
Oh my God, it's funny.
What the fuck? What kind of fucking shit are you running?
Bobbit, your character looks like oh God, what's his name off of that Adam Sandler movie?
Scuba Steve.
Thank you, Scoop Steve.
Well, of course. I don't know how much more of this I can take.
It's just a game, JP. It's just a game.
It's real to me, damn it.
Hopefully that helps your belly. Because it's awfully full.
Why Society versus Captain Banana.
Banana Man.
I forgot to edit the names, so yeah.
God,
Banana Man.
What is
Ooh,
this?
can we name him Bananarama?
What is this world coming to?
Sure.
Then he can sing that song that Bananarama sang. JP, what the hell's that song called?
I don't know. I don't
Come
remember.
on.
I know what you're talking about there.
An 80. What? I'm sorry? Cool. Oh, there you go. Cruel Summer. Yes.
Yeah, I told Ryan that Bobbit should have put him in the banana and pajamas gimmick outfit.
Oh, God, no.
He looks like a giant condom.
Kinda. Banana Man.
What the fuck in
Oh, God.
whose entrance is this?
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Does he have Elias's entrance or is it 7? Because I just seen 7.
I don't know.
Why the fuck is he sashaying to the ring like he's RuPaul? I don't understand.
That's gold dust.
Right now.
That's gold dust.
What the fuck?
What the fuck kind of shit is he doing? What
Okay.
the hell is going on?
He's like, sachet Sutue. Sachet Chante.
I don't.
What the fuck? Now he's running to the ring like Alicia Fox? I don't understand what's happening.
God, I'm so confused.
Thank God that Ryan's not here. He's be going, what the fuck?
Oh, fucking
Oh, this is funny, Bobbit. This is so funny.
Who is this?
Ryan.
No, it's my society.
Oh, that's why Society?
Yep.
Oh, I thought this was Banana Ram or banana, whatever the fuck his name is.
Hi, turd. What do you think of this bullshit? What do you think of this promotion, Wendy?
Banana Man looks like
She's blowing
Iron
fucking
Man.
bubbles. It's over
No,
here.
Banana Man was the first one out. This is Wise Society.
yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so why Society looks like Iron Man.
Yeah, right there, girl.
Yes.
Okay. So Ryan looks yellow condom. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my god. Ryan looks
Oh
like
God, his slogan should be practicing sex. His slogan should be, if you want to make her squeal, unwrap the peel. See, it's perfect.
Yeah, protect your banana.
Grandma.
What are you doing?
Well, he did say in his promos he was appealing.
Oh, Christ.
It's bad. It's so bad.
No. Not really.
It's so bad that it's great. I mean the banana thing, not the promotion, Bobbit.
Well, I am
It's
talking
actually-
about the promotion.
This is fun.
No, it is. I'm just giving him shit.
It's fun.
But I kayfabe quit his fucking shit.
God.
Fucking garbage.
I'll tell you what.
You're fucking A right, I will. Put me in fucking matches.
I'll tell you what, JP. If you win the Treasure Memorial, you will be in the main event.
Which means I'm not gonna win the main. I'm not gonna win. I understand. I don't know why you've got to yell like that.
She's like, listen to me, Dad, I'm here.
Yeah, it's like, hey, hey, hey.
She's Beavis. Oh God.
The winner of the Treasure Memorial will get a title shot and a trophy of a Treasure face.
Oh,
Tell me
hey.
about it.
Dinner, chicken dinner.
Yes.
What?
If you're lucky, track my. I'll just tell you a horrible joke.
Yeah, he might. Be.
Yeah. But oh God. My ovaries.
Oh my god.
Hi. It's almost bedtime near you. Actually, it is bedtime. You're vibrating my whole shoulder.
Are you guys still there?
How long?
Completely frozen for me.
I I think it's because of.
I shut it off.
She's cool.
I shut off the internet.
I don't know then.
I can hear you, but the stream's offline.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
Yeah, I can hear.
The internet is shit here. It's me.
All right, so we're back up now.
No.
It's, I mean,
It's still, we're still streaming. It says we're still streaming.
it's just like loading like crazy here right
Okay,
now.
now it's. Okay, you're back.
This is the last match anyway.
I'm not making any promises that it's gonna not go well.
It's no bad yet. Yeah, I got like just circling around and around.
Yeah, mine just came back up.
I have to fucking run the stream for me.
So how long are you guys there?
I'm here till Monday. I will be leaving from there on. I'll be leaving from here Monday, probably around little after noonish. I mean, we're still gonna be able to do the show on Monday, but I'll be leaving a little afternoon on Monday.
Oh, baby girl.
Oh my goodness.
A banana might want.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
All right.
Alright. Alright. It looks like I might have to have Johnny run the stream on Sunday.
Okay.
Well, depending. Because, you know, the hotel's full. So everybody's using the fucking internet. But, whatever. That's fine.
To watch porn.
You want to watch porn?
That or they're making porn.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
If they want to. If they want to. They have to. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
You're gonna have
We need
to.
basement.
All right, Bob. All right, Bobbit.
oh.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching Fast Bobs. We will see you guys next week. Have a good night and
Have a good night and what?
don't eat the yellow snow.
Fair enough. I hate your promotion, Bobbit. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Your promotion sucks.
You'll be